Hey guys, this is Becky at Aunt Beck's Creations, and this is going to be my project for the Halloween hop occurring October 17th. This is something that Art Junkie Shannon has put together, and there are 11 of us. And within this video, as you are watching, you need to watch for a secret letter. Each one of us in the hop will have a secret letter that we have to make available to y'all. So after you've watched everybody's video, you can take the scrambled up letters, create a word, and then you're going to, I believe, email your answer to Shannon, and I will provide that email address in my description box, as well as links to everybody else within the hop. All right? Now, I bought these beads. It's only a 32-inch strand, so my idea probably is not going to go as far as I wanted, but I'm going to utilize these. And I got this idea off Pinterest, so I got that. That was $1. I picked up one of these paper-mache pumpkins from Michael's. It's normally $5.99, but I paid 50% off for that. I'll throw that away. I've got some liquid gesso, black paint. I went ahead and brought two bottles back here because they're partial bottles. I've got some gold paint for my stem. And then I've got some metallic paint for the base of the pumpkin. And then over top of that, I'm going to put the extreme glitter. Now this is plum and this is purple passion. So the first thing we need to do is get this pumpkin gessoed. So let's get that going. And I'm just going to put a glob on there and spread it around. Probably would have gone faster with a little bit bigger brush, but we'll make this do. Hope everybody's enjoying the weekend. I'm doing this on Sunday, the weekend before the hop. And I've got a little bit of natural light. Thank goodness. I didn't think it was ever going to quit raining long enough for me to have, you know, natural light to do this project. So I am tickled to finally have some dry, clear skies to work with here. And this doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be under paint, you know. And if you have a little bit of texture, I mean, this is a paper-mache pumpkin, so it's not really going to mess with you too much. You know, still having globs of gesso. I mean, it's got an uneven surface to begin with. I'm going to try to leave that last section to the end so that I have some place to hold it. Because I can't do like I did with the mason jar project and put it over something because it's got surface everywhere. And hopefully I'm within camera shot here. Yep. So what are everybody planning for Halloween? Oh, I forgot to tell you, there's a prize. Shannon has put together a lovely little prize package for those that want to join this hop, collect your letters, and email your answer to Shannon. And you can go to her channel and she will tell you in one of her videos. I might put a link to that if she has it up. I think she has that one up. And well, I've run out of gesso before I ran out of pumpkin. All right. This will dry pretty quick on this paper mache. Let's see, how can I do this? I didn't think this that far ahead. Might end up just having to be messy. And that's okay. Being messy is just fine. There we go. I would fast forward this, but I don't want y'all to think I'm a chipmunk. These videos are all supposed to be process videos, okay? Their projects are all going to be start to finish projects. In case you want to go and get the materials, come back and watch us again, and you can pause us and do your project along with the video. And in that way, you'll just kind of have us with you as you work on your own project. I think it's a neat idea. Please like and subscribe as well if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment. It's been a while since I did a lot for Halloween. I love Halloween, but you know, our son is 29 and we don't have any grandchildren, so this has been fun having these Halloween activities to do. I think it's time for lunch, and that'll give me time to let this dry. I know when I'm getting too hungry because I start shaking, and I don't want y'all to think I can't be still in a video. It's the stupid diabetes. You gotta eat on a regular basis. Don't be waiting until you're really hungry when you have diabetes. It's not good for you. Just my opinion and FYI. And my sister-in-law was a registered dietitian, and she said that you should eat small, consistent meals and not a whole, like a meal of total carbs. You got to have proteins and other things in there. So, and I made the mistake of having chips yesterday, and that was a big no-no. My sugar was over 200 last night. So take care of yourself if you have diabetes. Let's see, did I get it all? Not quite. I don't know how I'm going to get down there to turn that. Let's put some directly on the brush and see if I can just tilt it with one finger. Oh, now it doesn't want to come out. Whoops. It'll all clean up. It's okay. So, let's see here. Alright, I'm going to clean up this gesso and let this dry, have some lunch, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's move on to the next step. I've cleaned my brush. I was just drying it a little bit. And now we're just going to paint the whole thing. That'll be alright. We're going to paint the whole thing black. I want to use up the one that's got the least amount in it. And I'm just using Craft Smart black. And I might do like half the pumpkin and then let it dry. We'll do half of it together. Something stuck on my finger. So the gesso's not completely dry, but I'm going to do half the black with y'all, and then I'll shut the camera off and finish it up. And then we'll come and do half of the purple stuff and half of the glitter. Yeah, you get the idea. That way you don't have to sit and watch me paint the entire thing. We can show you what it'll look like with each layer. Try to make this one nice and solid so that it's covering the white. I was hoping the gesso would keep it from absorbing, you know, so much of the black paint, but it is paper mache, and it will take on some of this black. I've spent a lot of time on Pinterest trying to find something, you know, that maybe I could do a little quicker. I had this big elaborate project planned for this for y'all. But with all the rain we've been getting and the lack of sunshine, I was like, you know, I'm just going to find something we can do together that doesn't take me, you know, several days to complete. But we'll do a multiple video later. Do half the bottom. Guess I could speed it up with my heat gun, but we might do that. I might just dry it with a heat gun and try not to make it too long in between each step. Put just a little bit more of this black on. And it's kind of thick there. It must have a glob stuck in the middle there. Alright, so what you'll do with the black is you'll cover the entire thing with the black paint, like this, and let it dry. I'm going to pause y'all and dry this with a heat gun, and then I'll paint the other side and dry it, and then I'll come back and we'll do the next step together. Alright, so you can see I've got it completely painted black, including some of my fingers that I just went and washed. That's okay. I've got a baby wipe right here. We're fixing to put purple. So now you paint it with your metallic paint, okay? And this is Folk Art Plum. And I'll do just like I did last time and do half of the pumpkin. Still a little damp there. Turn it just a little bit. Okay. I just want to show you kind of what it... Oh, where'd that go? Oh, well. I'll figure it out. Well, that's obscene. Anyway. I'm not going to worry with the stem right now. I'll do that last with the gold paint. I mainly want to do just the main portion of the pumpkin. Look pretty cool. I'm thinking I might need to stick a pin down in this paint. It's acting really weird. Alright, hang on, let me grab a pin and I'll poke that real quick. I don't know if there's something stuck down in there or what, but let's see if this will do better this time. Yeah, till it glummed up again, but that's okay. We'll go with what we've got here. Okay, this paint moved around here. Scott just peeked in. I don't think he knew I knew he was looking. He said he's going to need my help a little bit with cutting a large piece of plywood out in the garage. So, why are you gumming up? What I might end up having to do with that is just take the lid off and dip straight into the paint container. Clean the top under running water. I don't know what's going on with it. Looks pretty cool. Okay. I don't know why it's giving me such a hard time. When all else fails, dump it out on a piece of paper. It's one thing I hate about craft paint. It's how sometimes the bottles will get all gooped up. And I had that one sealed good, so not sure what's going on there. Don't worry too much about it being a smooth, even coat of solid purple either. I like the kind of darkness that shines through on this too, where you can see the shading of the black underneath. Looks pretty cool like that, I think. All right, I'm going to go off camera and dry this, paint the other half, and then we'll come back with the extreme glitter. All right, be right back. All right, we got it all nice and shiny now. Now we are going to move on to some bling. I'm going to do the stem very last before we start doing the bead stuff so that I can use it as a handle. It would be kind of cool just to let it drip, but I think I'm going to just paint it all over. Get down into the top to begin with. I'm almost tempted not to worry about the very bottom because no one's really going to see that anyway. But we'll see. I'll probably end up doing it just because I'm that thorough about it. Excuse me. Uh-oh, making a mess. It's okay. The more I think about it, the more I think I'm not going to do the very, very bottom. I'll set it down and pick it back up so I can turn it a little bit. There we go. Beginning to wish I'd bought more of these little pumpkins so I could do like a basket of them. If I did them up different colors, I could do a different, I mean, you know, different designs. And just have like a black basket full of these pumpkins. That would be cool looking. probably getting off screen. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to do the Humpty Bumpies on here. Right. Now this I do not want to dry with a heat gun because this glittery stuff is just, it bubbles easy and I don't want bubbles. So this I'm going to go take a break, maybe watch some videos for about an hour, just let this get good and dry, and then I'll be back and we'll do a little bit more. Okay, I'm just back real quick to put some paint on the stem, and I'm going to use a much smaller brush so that I don't accidentally glob into my glitter stuff. It's still drying because you can see the creamy color, but it's getting there. I've got it setting up on a little metal bucket so that the whole surface isn't touching the mat I have down. Been watching Esther's Halloween videos. The little coffins are kind of cute. I actually think those little paper coffins are available at Michael's in a little set of like 6. I'm just going to turn that around so I can get to it better. I really want this really dry before I go to the next step, but I figured while I'm painting this I'd click the camera back on and let y'all see that I'm painting this with the gold. And this is just antique gold by Folk Art in their metallics. I think Scott's looking for me. I think he needs some help with that piece of plywood. Sorry, my head's probably getting in the way. Alright, I'm going to leave that just like that. We'll be back to finish up in a minute. Okay guys, I just opened this bead stuff and I didn't realize it's 8 beaded necklaces. It's from the party section at Dollar Tree, but it'll still work. I thought it was garland, but that's okay. I should read more closely. I've got my glue gun warming up, and what we're going to do now is everywhere there's a low space on the pumpkin, I'm going to glue this down and around. I think we can take this off from here now. So I'm just going to clean this mat up a little bit while we wait on that glue gun. Oh, and while we're waiting, my letter is L. Okay? Write that down. Go and collect the rest by watching their videos. And once you've watched everybody's videos and gathered the letters, then you'll unscramble the letters and send the word to Shannon. All right? Oops, got away from me a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do that all the way around. It's rolling away from me. Okay. Hopefully it'll still sit just fine. I think it will. Looks like we're going to get about 3 strands to go down around out of each necklace. So if you get a little pumpkin about this size, that's how long they'll go. Hope you'll enjoy watching everybody's videos in this hop. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. Let's see if we can get one more. I think we can. So you get 4 out of each necklace, but I'm going to test it before I commit. Yeah, you'll get 4 out of each necklace. Of course, if you use a bigger pumpkin, you're not going to get that many, but I just thought this would be real pretty and easy for anybody to do. And I don't guess you'd have to use hot glue. It's just so quick to use hot glue. You know, you're done when you're done. You don't have to worry about something falling loose if you don't hold it down in some way or anything. The only thing I don't like about hot glue is the occasional burn I get. I think that's something we all battle as crafters. Okay, it's looking pretty cool. Now we need another necklace, and I just cut it right along here. And I'm going to hurry up. So I think Scott's ready for me to help him. So I'm going to finish this up. And I'm going to go ahead and trim this one up there. He sprayed the place on the ceiling and with bleach water, and boy, it stinks in here with the door closed. But hopefully I can finish up quickly here. Need another glue stick, and I dumped them all over the ground. Not ground, but table. I knew what I meant. Okay. I'm not too worried that they're not meeting at the bottom either, because, you know, like I said, nobody is going to see that when it's sitting on a table or whatever. Now, what did I do with the piece? Because I don't want to cut the necklaces apart if I don't have to. That's a loose end. That's the sign. one more, and we'll have a completed pumpkin. Sounds like somebody's trying to start a pump. Or a very ill mower. I don't know. Let's see. That might be Scott with the air compressor. Alright, I've got a few glue strands, but we could just call them spider webs on this, couldn't we? Now I had thought about putting a spider on here as well, but I think I'm going to hold the spider for another project. And I'm going to call this done. Get you a close-up of how it looks. Kind of shiny and blingy at the same time. And then the beads just kind of denote the different sections of the pumpkin. Or it's not really a jack-o'-lantern because it doesn't have the cutouts. But anyway, that's my project for the Halloween hop with Art Junkie. And my letter again is L. Thanks for watching, guys. Please take a moment to like, comment, share. Thanks a lot. Bye.